Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the how you can help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you.
Hello everybody, this is Crafty Mom, and this week we are going to be making a, I don't know if you made to look like a lamp, kind of festive for the holidays. I set it back down? Okay. So we're going to set this over here to the side. And, of course, my coffee cup hanger has grown a bow and Christmas greenery, and it has ornaments on it that we have been doing the last few weeks. Okay, first part of our step, we're going to do the, this is actually for a candle votive, crystal clear, and using a wine glass.
No.
Sorry about the doorbell there. To do this, these are both from Dollar Tree. Using Mod Podge. And of course this comes in an 8, a 16, and a 32 ounce. I realized this week when I went to buy some more, I didn't realize it came in the 32 ounce. That's just what I got my Mod Podge from Walmart. I've had a lot, used lots of Mod Podge over the years. Let's see, I think I need to take that off. Since I don't want to Mod Podge and glitter my Apple Watch, I decided to take it off while it was. You're just painting a thin coat on here.
I'm not going to use the wick because I don't feel like it. Doesn't do anything.
Okay, can we have less fussing in my background? That would be really great.
He's the one fussing.
You want to make sure this has got a good, even coat on it all the way down to the edges. You may have to go sideways and then go back up and down some to get it on there smoothly. Okay, now we're going to put it on the end here. That's the spot. Okay, here. So, put that right there over my little tray here so we can contain our glitter. This is Disco Extra Fine. It just has this little sparkly stuffs in it. You don't really, this doesn't take a lot to get it on there. And since this is coming out of the shaker side, it's coming slower, which is fine. What's wrong? Sorry.
You go way out of frame and then...
Okay, well, I had to turn it on my hand somehow, but I was trying to not mess up my glitter and all that I'd already put on there. Cameraman's fussing it. Ooh, I missed the thing. That's okay. And once you get your glitter on here, you can see if you've missed any places that you need to go back, add a little bit more here or there. Now, after this dries, I strongly suggest you spray it with hairspray, because then that will seal it. So. And you may have to add more glitter. That's just part of it. Kind of see how you want. You can always add more glitter, but you can't take it off easily. Set my brush over there. Okay, I'm just gonna make a more mess with glitter, so that's fine. Okay, so then you have your wine glass. We're going to take a ribbon and make a bow. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but decide how big you want your bow to be so you can make sure you get enough loops in here. That shorter piece on the inside, you need to make sure that it'll be over 1.5 the lengths, so you can catch it on your middle piece, which I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Okay, here. So, I have my ribbon here for the bow part. Just get another little short piece. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in just a minute. Move this stuff where y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so to make my bow, you can see both loops on either end, but we're going to keep them together for the moment. We're going to put a zip tie around the middle and I just had long ones, so that's what I'm using. You don't need an 11-inch, obviously, zip tie for this, but like I said, this is what I had, so this is what I used. Okay, and we're just slowly crimping down until we have it all evenly on each side and pulling it down tight in the middle. Okay, so just use your wire cutters and snip it off your excess here. Okay, so you're going to start fluffing up your bow, pulling it out, the pieces. And I am using wired ribbon. That way it will hold its shape. If you don't use wired, it will not. So then, there's our bow. I'm going to cut off a piece for its tail. You're going to have to kind of work with it. I'm going to go ahead and trim these ends from the outside to the inside, like so. That way you have your ends trimmed off neatly. And okay. So now we have our ends and our bow. And we're going to, now you want to make sure that since this ribbon is only printed on one side, that you get the pretty side to the outside. And when you put your top piece on, you need to make sure you know exactly where it's going to be, because you don't want your bow up too high or too low. So, set that back there. That way, I didn't want to touch the one that was wet right then. So, then, you have your bow pieces. Tails, and I've got I'm using my mini glue gun.
Hot glue.
You're not even touching it, so why are you fussing and saying it's
Hot
hot?
glue.
I guess he's talking for the cup. I don't know.
The glue's hot.
Use that piece of plastic to hold it in place when it's dried a little bit there. Okay, and you can tell that I think, well, they might be okay. We'll continue to watch. We may have to trim off a little bit of that, but we will see. Got another little piece of glue under the edges. Like I said, just making sure I don't, glue my fingers, because glue guns are hot. Okay, now, while it's sitting there, this little piece that I cut earlier, we're just gonna fold the ends just a little bit here. Let's see which side is. I think this is the front side. Make sure I knew which side was which. And we're just going to put this piece in the middle of your bow, like so.
Cover up your zip tie.
Right! That is what we're doing, is covering up the zip tie. because I do have the ribbon wire, but for this, and of course I did this when I did one of my other bows recently. I used a zip tie to hold the bow together. And I thought, you know what? Zip ties are a whole lot cheaper than ribbon wire. So, you might be seeing more bows in the future done with the zip ties versus the bead wire. Okay, so now we have that middle piece on there. We're going to put some more glue on the back of this bow. Get that out of our way. And you're going to put it on top of your ribbon tails. Okay, so now you have your bow on there. Now I can't remember where I got these from. They're from Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, somewhere. This is actually an electric votive that's ran off of a battery, which that way when you put the top on, it's not getting snuffed out. I'm going to, let's see if we can gently get this back up, maybe onto my fingers without doing too much damage to my glitter. Which it looks like I'll have to add some more later, but that's okay. But there you have, I had a bump on my mat there. You now have two candle light, or made like to look like lamps using electric votives. So I'm going to stop our video here. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas.